In this video, I'll show you how to fully set up and how to use your Sony Soundbar HT-S400. I'll show you how to connect it to your TV using HDMI, how to connect it to a phone or computer using Bluetooth in case you want to listen music on it, and how to use all the features that are available on the remote control and on the buttons on the soundbar itself. So let's get started right away. You need to go on the back of the soundbar. Mine is right here. You see, it says HDMI out TV ARC. So we're going to take one end of this HDMI cable and connect it right there. Now it's time to go in the back of the TV. Most TV will have multiple HDMI ports in the back. This one only has 2, but maybe yours will have 4. It's important to plug the other end of this HDMI cable in the HDMI port that says ARC. You may not see it clearly, but this one, it says HDMI 1 ARC. This is the port that I'll connect. Next step, take the Sony remote control that came with your soundbar and press on input. I mean, the soundbar needs to be turned on, obviously. So I'll do that. Press on input and you need to see TV. If you don't have the remote control, don't worry, the same button is located on the soundbar itself. It's the second one. Now on the TV itself, you need to go into the settings. There's many different TVs. This one is a VIZIO, maybe you have a Samsung, no matter which one, go into the settings. Usually it's a cogwheel button located on your remote. And we need to find the sound settings, audio. You see, again, depending on which brand you have, it may look different. Once you're over here, where you're going to see audio out, instead of TV speakers, we need to select the soundbar. If you see, this is my Sony model, it's written here, or if not, select HDMI out or HDMI. Once you've done this, go ahead and open any movies, anything that has audio to see if it's working. Alright, it's working. You won't need to use the Sony remote control anymore to control the volume. Let me show you over here. This is my TV remote control, and every time I touch volume up and volume down, you see it changes the volume directly on the soundbar. Since we have connected it in the HDMI ARC, the TV is controlling the soundbar. So even if I turn off my TV with my TV remote control, it will turn off the soundbar automatically. You won't have to go over here, turn it on and off, or you won't even need this remote for now on. So I'll explain to you all the buttons, what they do and how can you use them. So first of all, make sure that the soundbar is turned on. If not, well, you have the power button on the remote that can do the exact thing that I just said. Now on the left side, you're going to find the input button. This is to switch between your TV, if you have connected your soundbar to a television, and Bluetooth, in case you want to listen to music through your phone, tablet, or even computer. So you see, let me just power on my soundbar with the power button. And every time, by the way, you press a button over here, you're going to have a confirmation on the screen telling you what you just did. So okay, it's powered on. If I press on input, you switch between BT, which is Bluetooth, and it will start the pairing process. And if I press once again, it will go back to my TV. Then you have sound field button. And this could be a bit confusing because it does not tell what it does. Well, it's simply for surround sound. So by pressing this button, you're going to find SF off or SF on, depending if it was on or off, and it will try to mimic a surround sound system. Now this this soundbar only has 2 speakers, which is a stereo soundbar, but it will try to give you a more of a 5.1 system. It will be hard and sometimes does not work great. So what I suggest is, while you're listening to your music, try to press this button and check if it's actually enhancing your experience. If not, just turn it off. But yeah, just so you know, it will add some processing over the audio to make it sound, to give it a more surround sound experience. Then next to it, you're going to find a voice button. Voice button is simply when you're listening to a show where people are talking. By pressing the voice button, you're going to see VO on. It will try to enhance the voice part of the audio that is coming. So if somebody is talking over, let's say, music, by pressing this button, it will try to isolate the voice so you hear it better. Again, sometimes it works great, sometimes I don't find it very useful, so yeah, maybe just leave it off, and when you want to test it out, press it and see by yourself. Then we have a huge button over here. Actually, it's two different buttons for volume up by pressing the top part of this circle, and volume down by pressing the lower side. Over here we have bass, plus and minus. This is for the subwoofer. All right, so it simply means if you want to add more bass, you're going to press the plus button. You can press it multiple times. You're going to see B with a plus sign and a number beside it. And you can reach max, then you know that you cannot have more bass than that. Or you can lower the bass if you find that it's too distracting and you want less bass in your music or movies. Okay. Finally, we have over here night. Sony described this night feature as if, let's say, you want to listen to your show or music at a lower volume because it's at nighttime and you don't want to bother other people. It will enhance the voice, so you'll still be able to hear the dialogue that is going on your show or movie by pressing this night button. So even at low volume, it will remain clear, whatever happens, whatever it's said there. I don't find it very useful. You have to remember that it even exists, but again, you can try it. And if you're somebody who likes to listen stuff while other people are asleep around you, give it a try. Maybe it will help you. And finally, we have this button right over here. It's a speaker with an X. If you press on it, it will simply mute the soundbar. It will flash mute, and you just have to press again on it to unmute. Otherwise, there's no button on this remote control other than what I just showed you. I know that there are some other soundbars with a more complicated remote control, more options, but this one is a pretty simple one. And since we're here, let me just show you the buttons on your soundbar. Usually you have 5 of them. You have the power button to turn it on and off. This is the same as the input button, the second one. Then we have the Bluetooth button in case you want to listen to your stuff through your iPhone or tablet or computer. And once you press on it, it will start connecting Bluetooth. And then we have the volume up and down, down and up. So this is it. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. If so, please leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I wish you a very beautiful day out there. Thanks. How to connect your Sony Soundbar to your iPhone. This also works if you have an iPad. So the first step is to put the soundbar into pairing mode, and all Sony soundbars will have their button right in the middle line up here. The Bluetooth button is this one right in the middle. What you have to do is, well, take a look at the screen of your soundbar. You just have to press on that Bluetooth button and it will enter BT mode, Bluetooth mode, and usually it goes in pairing mode. You see pairing right away. You're gonna have a small blue light flashing, it will say pairing, and now it's time to go on your iPhone. So open settings, now we're in the Bluetooth settings, go down, and under other devices, your soundbar should appear. Here you go, this is my Sony soundbar, this is my model, so I'll click on it once it's appearing, and then it will be added to your Bluetooth device list. Here we go, connected. You can press the small eye icon right beside it. And from here, you can even rename it in case you prefer having a name that makes more sense. So you can call it Sony Soundbar. All right. And this is about it. From now on, you can open your Netflix or YouTube Music, whatever app you use to listen to your music and movies, and it will work right away. Every time you're gonna want to use your iPhone with your soundbar, let's say it's connected to a TV most of the time, and sometimes you want to switch to Bluetooth, You can press the Bluetooth icon on the soundbar itself, or if you have a remote control, you should have an input button where you'll be able to switch between TV and Bluetooth mode, which will be, connected to your iPhone automatically. Once you're finished listening, you can simply switch the input to TV, or you can also go back into the Bluetooth settings, click on your Sony soundbar, the eye icon beside it, and click disconnect if you prefer doing manually. So this is it. I hope this was useful. If so, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. First of all, make sure your Sony soundbar is turned on. Then you see something appearing on the screen. Okay, just press the power button. And we need to keep press both the Bluetooth button and the plus volume up button at the same time until we see something appearing on the screen. So let me demonstrate. And I'll press Bluetooth button and volume up. So I'm keeping them pressed and wait until you see secure link. Then lift your fingers, go in the back of your subwoofer, and you're going to find that it has a power button, this big one, and beside it, it's a link button. It says link. You're going to press once on this button during 1 second and lift your finger. I will do it, and take a look at what happened on the screen when I do this. Okay, so I press that button, I lift my finger from that button, and it will say done. It absolutely needs to say done to make sure that both of them have been linked together. And once you're done, well, this is it. You can start using your soundbar, and the sub should now be connected to the main unit. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, if this worked for you, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I wish you a very beautiful day out there.